Hi everyone, this is Tuplex. Welcome back. I have been doing a little bit of research on my power problem and the issue with steam not getting to the engines. So I'd like to work on that first. In the meantime, I did get steel built. Right, so all the belts are joined up. I haven't run those to an output station yet. We'll do that as soon as we get our power taken care of. But I disconnected it from the power because we were getting over the limit and getting some brownouts. And I'm trying to avoid that. And I don't really have a use for the steel just yet. So I want to try to fix power first, and then we'll go on to finishing up the steel section. So we can see here that at least on this side, most of these turbines are making steam. Okay, or most of the turbines are running because they have steam. Let's check the other side too. And this one looks that way too, but what I was finding is that when the load got up to around a gigawatt, the turbines just before the pumps were starting to get starved out. So I went to the Factorio wiki, and if you look at the fluid system on the Factorio wiki, there's a chart there that shows the maximum flow rate per second through a pipe, depending on how many pipes are between 2 points. So the fastest a single pipe can do is 12,000 per second, and that's when you're going from a tank to a pump. So that's why we are able to load fluid trains so quickly when we go from tank to pump to tanker wagon, because it goes at about 12,000 a second. When you start traveling through pipes, however, with one pipe, it drops down to 5,400 per second. With two pipes, it goes to 3,000 and so on down the list. So the other thing that I found out is that the turbines consume 60 steam per second at full power. Right? So the reason they're all running now is because we're not at full power and the pipes can handle the steam. But in this case, we've got 49 pipes. So 49 times 60, let's see, per second, that's 2,940. So I need to be able to carry at least, let's say, we'll just round it to 3,000. I need at least 3,000 steam per second to go through this pipe. Now to do that, I can't go more than 2 pipe segments. Otherwise, I start to lose flow. If you go through 3 pipes, it drops to 2,250. All right, now obviously, as I move further down the line, I need less steam to go through it because some of the steam is being consumed in the first part. But at least for the first few turbines, we need no more than 3 pipe segments. And we can see here that I've already got 1, 2, 3. I mean, that's 3 right there. So what I'm going to try to do is put some more pumps in here. And just go completely nuts with the pumps. So let's try that. I've got a stack of them here. Well, and I don't want to go nuts with the pumps, but I want to get, I want to maximize my flow rate. All right, so here's 1 pipe, and then we have 1, 2, 3. Or we have, in this case, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pipe segments before I get to the next pump. 9 pipe segments is going to get me down to around 1,400 per second, which is too low. So to maximize things, 1, 2, 3, I'm going to put another pump right here. And then my thinking is that I just put pumps like this all the way down the line. Okay. So let's try and do that. I don't know if I brought enough pumps with me. I think I didn't. I only brought a stack of 50. Okay, that's the wrong thing. And I've got this stupid zooming out issue again. I found that restarting the game fixes it, but it seems like I need to load the game, load the save, then quit the save and reload the save, and then it runs great. But if I start the game, load my save, and start playing, then I get that problem where when I zoom out, it starts lagging. Okay, so let's try just pasting this up and down the line. And see how it works. And I think we'll be able to test it pretty easily when I plug in steel. And we'll be able to see if this side is getting any more steam than the other one is. All right, so let's go do that. Let's go plug in my steel production. So we start sucking up lots of power, and we'll see what happens. Of course, with all those belts full, the steel production might not do anything. This would be better to test in creative mode, where you can just put a power load. There's an object in creative mode where you can, if you plug it into your power grid, it'll suck up all the power that you can make. So it's good for testing your electrical systems. All right. Okay, yeah, so now we're at 1.1 gigawatts. And let's look over here. All right, so far these are all running. That looks good. Now, I didn't see the problem right away before. Okay, yeah, see here on this side, we can see that these are starting to lose. Some of these are shutting off because they're not getting enough steam. And I expect that the ones towards the end will start to shut off later because since the steam is flowing from left to right in this case, the ones on the left are going to get short first. All right, let's take a look over here. Still no problems on this side. Okay, and looking down this row, this looks great. Yeah, and see, look at the difference in performance. Yeah, there we go. Some of these are shutting down. Uh-oh. Okay, this one's shut down. Yeah, but these are, it could be because of the other side. Yeah, that looks bad. Well, I think by any measure, we can say that this one that I just changed is performing better than the others. So let's try upgrading the rest of them and see if that helps. Okay, so I'm going to pause for a minute. Well, actually, I don't need to pause. Let's save it. Let's see what happens here. All right, quit game. Play, load game. Let's load it up again. And it's not much better. All right. That's really frustrating. No, it is better. It's better, but not great. It could be my recording software slowing things down a little bit too. That's always a possibility. Oh, you know what? I needed to get more pumps. So let's get get like 150 of them. I don't think I have that many made yet. I think I capped it at 100. No, 50. Alright, let's set it to 200. I use lots of pumps, so might as well. Okay, let's see here. That's 70. Yeah, now I'm essentially using one pump for each turbine. You know, the other thing I could do is just start handcrafting a bunch of them. So let me I'll just gather up a bunch of engines. Yeah. And we'll start handcrafting 100 pumps. It'll take a while, but they should get made before I can use them. Okay, so by keeping... Alright. Where the heck am I going? By keeping 3 or fewer pipe segments between each pump, I'm going to be able to reach all of these turbines. Alright, so let's do the bottom part of that other section now. And I should probably put pumps here too. Alright, yeah, now the problem is, how do I power everything? Okay, well, I guess I do it like that. Okay, and then I'll need to put a power pole in between. Okay. So let's take out that. Okay, that's cool that that works. Okay. And now all of a sudden these little extra lengths of pipe become really important. Okay, how many pumps have I got left? 124. Okay, I should be able to do... Let's do this bottom portion here. can't see anything. Let's see. Show smoke. Let's turn that off. There we go. Just temporarily. I do like the steam, but yeah, and then here we have 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that could be a problem. Just having those extra pipes there could be a problem. What if I put another pump there? I might have to do that. We'll wait and see. Okay. I'm down to 43 pumps. It's not quite enough to finish. Well, it might be enough to finish the job on this side. Let's go ahead and try it, because I am going to be picking up a few pumps here when I do this. The fact that I'm using so many pumps in series like this would seem to indicate that I'm doing something that was never really intended to work like this. It's kind of silly. Okay. So now let's go test this again. We'll go back down to steel and turn it on. And hopefully it'll run long enough to give us a good demonstration. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, belts are starting to get full, so it might not. All right, these will stack up more, I think. All right. Okay, there we go. 1.1 gig. Let's go see how we're doing. Okay, let me turn the steam back on so we can see. That's the easiest way to see if the turbines are working or not. Okay, everything looks good on that side so far. On this side, not so good. These are not all running. The ones upstream of the pumps are getting starved of steam. And over here, looks like they're all running. They all have full performance. They're all full of steam. Except for that first one. Actually, the first few are a little bit low on steam. Yeah, this one is struggling. And then the rest of them are doing fine. So we're probably still pushing it. And eventually I'm going to need more. I'm going to need to put more turbines here as well when I start adding more reactors. I think we need to go to 52 at one point. Yeah. But it's definitely an improvement over there. Let's take a look at our power. I mean, okay. Yeah, so now we're making a gigawatt, which is more than we've been doing before. The base wants a lot more than that still, but we're producing a gig. Yeah, it's hard to tell if this is more than what I was doing before or not. But at least we can see that we're getting power. Okay. So I think what we need to do next is to repeat that setup on the other side. And these pumps are slow to get made. Let me grab some more engines. Okay. Well, that should give us enough. All right, let's see if I can get back over there without flying past it this time. Tell you what, by the time I get the base set up, it might be, I might have all the research done. And then I won't need it anymore. Okay, so this time I'm going to try to make it a little easier on myself. And we will copy... Oh, crap. I meant to copy, not to delete. Okay. Put these on the top. Yep. And that one there to connect. There we go. Okay, fuel cells are finished. Let's do space casings. Hull components. All right, cool. Learning a lot about how to make spaceships. All right, so we'll delete that and delete that. And insert that, insert that. Okay. What? Okay. So now we'll get rid of these unnecessary extra pipes now that we know what a horrible impact it has on flow rate. Okay. All right, and then let's get all this fixed. Okay. And then the part in the middle. Okay, how many do I have left? 47. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll be good once we get rid of the ones that we are replacing. Okay, I think that's it. This is all fixed, right? 1, 2. Yeah, you know what? That's a problem. How did I do it on the other side? I need another pump. We need another pump right here. Can I do it? Oh, no. Okay. Because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 pipe segments right there. Yeah, and here too. This is a problem. 1, 2, 3. So we need a pump there. I need a pump here. And I need a pump right here, basically. But I don't have room for it. 1, 2. Where's my train? All right, let's grab some landfill. See if I can make this work with just a little bit of landfill. Three, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's good. Yeah, this side is where we have a problemo. I have to turn off the steam again. Okay, so let's see. If we put a pump there, then I need 1 tile and 1 tile. And we're still getting water from the pump. Actually, that's perhaps a little known trick. If you put a pump in water, you can put landfill all around it, and it'll still get water out. Okay, 1, 2, 3, boom, boom, boom. All right, now let's go do the same thing on the other side. Okay, we need pump there. We already have one on this side. In that case, we made it closer, but that shouldn't matter. Yeah, that could be causing me a problem too. The heat exchangers take... How much water do they take? They make 103 steam per second, and I think the water to steam is a 1-to-1 ratio. Actually, this is okay, isn't it? 1, 2, 3. This is where we have a problem. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. All right. So let's put pumps there. All right, and we have the same problem going in this direction. Okay. Now I think everything is awesome. Let's go test it. I think everything is awesome. All right, so on SpaceX, we need to launch satellites. That's one of the first things that we need to do. So once we get science going, we're going to have to start launching rockets too. That is the objective of the game, after all. Okay. Oh, come on. What happened to my power consumption? Something shut down. Wouldn't you know it? Is it climbing? Oh, you know what I can do? Let's go pick up productivity modules and get all that fired up again. I don't think that's stopped though, is it? No, that's not stopped. Better not be. I got a couple hundred left though, that's good. Blue circuits. Yep. Yeah, you know what? We need the copper to run. I think that's why we're not using up a lot of power, because copper's not running. Once copper kicks in, we'll be using up a lot of power. Okay, so let's I'm going to turn this off so we can wait for copper to kick in. We just need something to run out of copper. That's a drag. I let everything stop. All right. Yeah, this is almost ready to ask for more green circuits, and then green circuits will kick on, and then it'll need copper, and then copper will get delivered. But it could be a few minutes before that chain takes place. So while we're waiting, let's start to set up our output station. Okay, there's some more iron ore. All right, so I'm basically going to copy the iron output station. It should be essentially the same. Yeah, I'm going to do this in 2 phases. And the reason for that is I don't want to use loaders. I want to use inserters instead. So let me get rid of the loaders. And we can put this part down. Well, this continues to be laggy as hell. All right, and then I'll get all of this. So it's going to be 1, 2, and then the wagons start coming in here. I need an LTN station. All right, is copper running yet? Yes, it is. All right, how's power look? All right. Well, let's go ahead and hook this up first. Do I have enough red belts? Probably not. Okay, let's just connect it. There we go. Yeah, look at that. 1.1 gigawatts and a little bit to spare. Nice. So I'm actually glad that we had this problem because it forced me to learn something that I didn't already know, which is a little bit more about maximum flow rates through pipes. I didn't realize, I mean, I knew that it got worse the longer the pipes got, but I never realized that it dropped off so rapidly as a function of distance. Okay, well, good. That's really great. So, well, I might as well leave it running now. All right, so now I've got I've got enough power, at least until the next thing I build. And to be honest, I think when you're running nuclear power, the closer you're running to maximum, the more efficient your use of fuel cells is, because you're going to be making the heat whether you use it or not, so you might as well use all of it. Normally I would expand power when I'm over like 50 or 60% capacity, but in this case I'll let it get up close to the edge, or even over. You know, the other thing is that since I don't have aliens on the map and I'm not relying on laser turrets to keep me alive, it's not that big of a problem if I run low on power once in a while. It's literally not going to kill me. Okay, so I'm going to get this steel hooked up on the output side, and for the next episode, I think we can start making science packs. Yeah, I think we'll start setting up science packs next. I'll need to figure out where I want the grid to go. Maybe to the east. I wouldn't mind making another depot and putting it closer to all the action. Maybe I can put one right here, for example. There's plenty of room there. But right now the trains have to travel a considerable distance from the depot before they get to where they're going. And it's, you know, maybe I'll just put another grid right here and put a depot inside of it. That would probably be the best thing to do. So anyway, thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.